What is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to show you a little trick that I just figured out on the SP. So I was playing around with the beat and I came up with this little concept which I thought was pretty interesting on the ear, and it helps sort of break a beat up a little bit. So it's to do with using noise, and it's to do with only triggering it when certain samples are being used. So I've been playing around with this little beat on my SP404sx. So I've got a looped beat here which I've resampled from 9, 10 and 11. It's just on pad 12. And then I've got these really pitched down samples which I've been playing around with. So that's kind of vibe of the beat, and it's not a finished product or anything like that, but one thing I thought I wanted to do was something that we all do with a lot of lo-fi beat making, is add some noise underneath, add some texture. It just kind of pads out the beat a little bit and it gives it that gritty vibe that we all love. So I used MFX 15, which if you look on your device, it's noise gen. And when you play around with a few of the settings, you can just get just noise and no kind of other stuff that you don't want on it. So I recorded that onto a pad and that sounds like this. So hopefully you can hear this. Maybe a little bit quiet. And I was using that, and basically I started playing the beat, forgot to put it on, so I went to hit it exactly the same time as I hit another pad, and I actually thought, wow, that's a really cool effect. So if I show you what I mean here, so maybe there's just a couple of bars like this, and then to break up the beat a bit later, I'm going to bring in noise on that pad, like this. Okay, so I think that adds quite a cool sound, and it kind of breaks up the beat a little bit as well. It gives you another element to add in. So this doesn't necessarily need to be done with just noise. You could use some sort of percussive element. You could use a voice or like some kind of like background noise. Say if you'd recorded like noise happening at a bar or at a train station or something like that, you could just bring that in underneath one sample. Now, I know this isn't some sort of 1 million stream song that's going to go on Spotify, but hopefully the concept is quite interesting for you and you can apply it to the stuff that you're doing. I think it's a really nice effect. So obviously there I'm having to press both the pads at the same time and I might not get the timing right. So what I'm going to do is resample these together. So I'm going to do resample, record, and I'm going to choose 4. That's the only one I've got left. And I'm going to press both of these at the same time. I'm going to make sure that's on stereo actually. You can change between stereo and mono when you're resampling. You just hit the stereo button like that, you see. So I'm going to make sure it's stereo and hit record. And then I'm going to press 3 and 8 at the same time. Okay, and that'll be fine. It doesn't matter about the tail on the end because the will have already changed anyway. So function exchange those, so it's just back to where pad 3 was. Just switched to 3 and 4 over there. So the resampled one is now in the place where the original one was. So now we've got something like this. Because I've resampled it with the pitch on, I need to take that off. So I hit remain and I make sure it's not on that pad anymore, because if you resample it with the effect and then put it back to the pad where it already was, it will double layer the effect, if that makes sense. So that was double down pitching. So And there you go, that's really simple, a really nice little technique. And like I say with all my videos like this, don't just take this on face value and use it like for like. Try and experiment with different ideas based on this idea and see what you can come up with. Add your own flavor to it. I think that's a really nice little effect, and I think it really does lift that part of the beat to kind of give it a sort of A-B style to it, which I really like. So by all means, go ahead and use this effect, but try and be more creative with it as well if you can. Try and think of other ideas. Like I say, use Foley's and percussion and introduce those just for a certain chop of a sample and layer it using Resample as well, and see what you can come up with. If this is something you've already done before, then smash that thumbs up button under the video. That helps me out a lot as well. And guys, if you're new around here and you like SP stuff, don't forget to smash that subscribe button as well. It helps me out massively. Check out spvids.com for the drums, but until next time guys, keep making beats, keep experimenting, and yeah, most of all, just have fun, and I'll be back with more content very soon. Peace!